Hey everybody, how you doing? This is DJ and I'm back to do another lather test review here for you. So I'm going to go ahead and do Palmolive Men Classic. Now I have never used this before. I'm going to go ahead and show you the tube. It is absolutely brand new. So same rules apply as with every lather test we've done here. We're going to put, whoa, well I guess the rules don't apply in this case because I put way more than I usually do. That being said, we're using the Captain's Choice regular size lather bowl here, which is, as I've always said, the gold standard for me when it comes to lather bowls. And I'm going to be using the Shea Moisture synthetic brush because we want to make sure that we keep everything as close to even as we can. So that being said, let's go ahead and see what kind of lather we can get here. Now, because I put a little bit more than I anticipated, you know, normally I recommend an almond-sized dollop, and in this case, you know, new tube, and it's a metal tube, so it came flying much quicker than I was anticipating, but that leads me to believe it's going to be a little bit thirsty, and as you can see, it is, and that is not the cream's fault, that is my fault for putting way more in than should traditionally be used. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more water here. Just a little dip in the sink, a little in there, a little bit more. And this right here I'm thinking is going to be enough to just explode this lather. I would anticipate, considering how much lather was added in here, that this is going to be pretty amazing when it comes to the quantity of lather that it develops. Because really this is enough lather for probably 2, maybe 3 shaves. Just from where I'm standing, I can tell you that the scent strength on this particular soap is not all that strong. Not that that's a problem. I have no issue with weaker scented soaps and creams as long as they perform. And it is looking, just based on the sheen that I get on this particular cream, it is looking like it is going to be an extremely thick and slick shave. Usually when you see a bunch of sheen, that means that it is going to be slick. Not always, but just as a rule of thumb, if it looks like it is just absolutely shiny cream, generally speaking, you're going to have a pretty slick shave. So, as you can see, I mean, just a fantastic amount of lather there. Once again, I'm not going to say that is the cream. It may be the amount that I use. I mean, if you pile a bunch of any type of cream, you're going to get pretty voluminous lather. But in this case, I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking. I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. So let's take a look here. And I can tell you right away, just from touching that this is slick. I mean, just slick as you could ever ask for. It is extremely cushiony. Let's see what kind of peaks we get here. Beautiful peaks, beautiful peaks. The last cream that I did was the Cremo Sandalwood, and you could literally see that dissipating on my hand. Look at this. You see absolutely no bubbles in that. There is no aeration in there. It is a thick, dense lather. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic, and it is slick. So if you haven't seen that Cremo review, go ahead and take a look at that, and that will give you a really good idea of what a mediocre to not even close to mediocre lather looks like, and then compare it to this, because this right here is just fantastic. I mean, I did use more cream than I should use, so I will, you know, I will reserve final judgment until I can do a shave or a cream review with, you know, a normal amount of cream. But for what this is, it is absolutely, look at that. That is just fantastic. The scent is great. It is just weak, you know. So if you like weaker soaps, or weaker scented soaps and creams rather, this might be the one for you. Slickness, this may be one of the slickest creams I've ever lather tested. It is slick. I fully anticipate having an excellent shave with this. It is a budget cream. I mean, you can pick this thing up for, you know, a couple bucks, depending on, you know, your location. I mean, I'm in the US, so, you know, I gotta pay crazy shipping. But I think this tube was like $3 plus shipping from the UK. I mean, if you're in the UK, you can probably pick this up for a couple pounds. It's a fantastic cream. At least the lather portion. I haven't actually used it yet. I'm gonna use it right now, And someday, hopefully soon, when I do a full shave review with it, I will be able to give you a definitive how good it is. But for now, I'm pretty impressed. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you really liked the video, I would appreciate a subscription. The channel seems to be growing relatively exponentially. I don't know if it's the shave stuff. It's probably the technology stuff that's doing it. But if you're a tech guy and you're watching this, subscribe. If you're a shave guy and you're watching this, subscribe. I'm going to keep putting stuff out. Hopefully it's the kind of stuff you guys like to see. Give me a heads up if there's anything that you'd like to request, and I'll see if I can make it happen for you. But until then, I appreciate you guys checking it out. Thank you. Bye.